Hello, in this video we're going to go over how to find Texas mugshots. To get started, visit texaspublicrecords.org, and I'll leave a link in the description. You can click on that or just type it into your browser. If you hover over other records, you'll notice a page for inmate search, so you want to click on that. Once you're here, you're going to notice you have the Texas Department of Criminal Justice database. This would be prison. These would be prison records. And then a little bit lower here, you have your county resources, and these would be county level jails, typically managed by the local county sheriff's department. So there are two different databases. People in prison typically are there for more serious crimes and spending typically more than 12 months. People in jail, they could be there sometimes overnight, maybe a few weeks, a few months, but typically under 12 months. So there are two different databases, and just keep that in mind. So if you are looking for mugshots or inmate information, for instance, the prison records, if you look at the prison records here, you are not necessarily, they're not giving you a mugshot, but you are getting some personal information where you might be able to identify a person by their age. There's going to be like middle initials, things like that, and you're able to find offense history and things like that. So the pages are pretty detailed, but you're not necessarily getting a mugshot. Now, same thing at the county level. I noticed a lot of the counties are not necessarily going to give you a mugshot, but the pages themselves have enough detailed information where you can identify the person. So and some counties will give you mugshots, like for instance this one here. I'm just gonna pick a random person here. So you do get a mugshot, and then you have some information regarding the charges. So keep in mind, every single database is going to be different. It's going to search slightly differently. It's going to display information slightly differently. But you have your state resources here, and then the top most populous counties within the state of Texas. Another thing to consider is using court records. If you wanted to look into, and I just clicked on court records here, if you wanted to look into a particular case, maybe a particular individual, anytime somebody gets arrested, eventually they will have to see a judge. That creates a court document, which are considered public records in most cases, unless the case is sensitive. So you're able to look up information and be a little bit more informed about a particular situation, depending on how deep you'd like to search. One more thing to consider is the name search box on top. Now what this does is it doesn't just look at records within the state of Texas. It goes outside the state and gives you more of a nationwide look into someone's criminal past. So as an example, if maybe somebody lived in South Carolina, or maybe Virginia, maybe Wisconsin, and now they're living in Texas, but they had a criminal history in their previous state. If you're just looking at records within Texas at the county level or the state level, you're not necessarily going to see what happened out there in those previous states. So to make sure you have your bases covered, make sure you're more informed. It's also a great tool to use in addition to the local resources and the state resources you have within the state of Texas. So once again, it's texaspublicrecords.org. Come on down and get started on your Texas mugshot search. Thank you.